also assessed the claim by Nigerian President Bola Tinubu on corruption, and him saying that he has largely eliminated corruption in the country.
Well, I agree with him. I agree. See, Africa often gets the wrong end of the stick, and the reason being that Western agencies and the media control how corruption is gauged worldwide. I'm going to give you a couple of examples. In our custom in Nigeria, it is customary that when a public servant goes over and beyond his duties to help you, you appreciate them. We had this before colonialism. We had empires, some of you might not know, we had kingdoms. Oyo Kingdom, we had public officials there, Oyo Mesi, Ogboni, we had the Hausa Fulani kingdoms. When a public official goes beyond his duty, you appreciate them. But when that's done, people like Transparency International and the Western media see that as corruption. It is not corruption, because they take into effect their own custom and then they judge it positively. I'll give you an example. In the West, if you go to a restaurant to eat, it's customary to tip a waiter. For example, Peter Okoye, a popular Afrobeat singer, he was in Atlanta, he went to a restaurant to eat, and he did not tip the waiter because that's not our custom. And the waiter just wrote a public letter, a stinker. So you see, why is tipping not corruption, but then appreciating a public official corruption? You see, some of the things that happen in the West, that's why I said Africa gets the wrong end of the stick. Jean-Christophe Mitterrand, in France, he collected $2 million bribe. He was his father's advisor. Right there, that's nepotism. Such a thing cannot happen in Nigeria. Mark Thatcher went with his mother to Oman, and his mother introduced him to Omani businessmen as a businessman from England with which they could do business with. That is conflict of interest. It cannot happen in Nigeria. Look at in the United States. Neil Bush was involved in the S&L, the Savings and Loans Silverado scheme. That can't happen in Nigeria. Recently, Hunter Biden collecting monies from officials in Ukraine, from officials charged with fraud in China. It cannot. In Nigeria, we've got the son of the president, Seyi Tinubu. The son of the president, a businessman, he has never collected a contract from the government. He travels with his father. The father has never introduced him to anybody as a businessman from Nigeria to do business with. Nigeria is not a corrupt country. I'm going to tell you something. In New York, one man, Bernie Madoff, stole 68 billion. It cannot happen in Nigeria. So if we are going to have a more egalitarian means of judging corruption, you'll find out that Nigeria is much better than many European countries, certainly much better than America. And I'm proud to be a Nigerian.